Tech, welcome to my first listen for XDINARY Heroes, Love to Death. I'm excited to dive into the B-sides for this one. We've already checked out 3 songs on this album. We will not be checking them out in the first listen because we've already checked them out in music video reactions. So if you want to know my thoughts on Lost and Found, I See You, or Fire My Sweet Misery, they're in the music video reactions, which are all really great songs, all very different in sound for those first 3, but they do let each song kind of be its own thing, which I really love about their music. But yes, so we are diving into Ashes to Ashes, spoiler, Love, Tug of War, and Love Me to Death. Yeah, excited. I am. Yes, we are. I do color-coded lyric readers for these so we can follow on together in real time. But yes, so far, all the at least 3 tracks they've promoted or dropped videos for have all been very much centered around the concept of like love and like just like a very like extreme version of it, you know, Fire My Sweet Misery, which it's just like this very like very heightened, very extreme kind of like toxic love, toxic in the way that it's like so passionate, it's like destroying stuff around you, you know. And then I mean Lost and Found is sort of like losing yourself but also finding yourself, which is also like I feel like a love thing. Like in the music video is him giving up the guitar which he loved, but then you know you love it so much that when you throw it away you realize what you had, you know. So there's that I See You, so passionate girl, he's in the ICU because of his love. And then Fire, also kind of like love but in like a negative way, yeah, I guess that makes sense, love but negative, right? I guess is very just like all like it just like consumes you, sort of toxicity of love. You lean into it too much, you know. I guess is that what the concept is? Love me to death. Love so much, like Romeo and Juliet, very Shakespearean, very not like Shakespearean, but very much in that sort of like toxic way of you can look at Romeo and Juliet being very toxic. They say it's the greatest love story, girl. No, it is not. So much that it consumes you to death. There we go. That's what it is. But yes, so this is going to be only one video, which is really great for us. So we're going to start off with Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust. I'm assuming it'll be sort of similar in that sort of concept of it. This very, again, passionate yet toxic, bad for you type of love. So yes, we'll definitely see. I'm excited to be hearing what sort of, because they very much diversify themselves in terms of like the rock and the metal that they'll take on, which I think is really cool. I mean, you have all these influences within like rock and metal music, and they really show their appreciation for it and showcase it, but then they also have their own sound as well as a group, so it's really cool to hear. I really like it, you know, because they're really like, well, because I feel like most groups, like it's what most bands, I guess, they have their sound and then they really stick with it. There's not like too many that will really explore and tap into other more like hyper specific genres or to like other group sound, but I don't know, XDINARY Heroes is allowed to do it and I love it. So anyways, Ashes to Ashes, let's go. Okay, guitar. Straight into it.
Look what I face. You ended ashes to ashes. 대원남김 없이 죽어버린 불씨 흩어져갈 뿐. 한순간에 사라진 이유 내 처먹네 저주에는 잠깐 달아거진 감정 결국 나야.
Oh. Oh, they were really into it with the post-chorus and then they slowed it down. And now they're building it back up again. Playing with my feelings, as they do. these notes. He can't be hitting these notes like this. He can't keep getting away with this. That was cool though. I really liked it. I liked what I was hearing there. Oh, Julian's vocals, Jesus Christ. I liked it though. I think it's great. I was googling where did ashes to ashes, dust from dust come from? I didn't realize it came from the Bible, girl. Or it's like it's a part of that, and it's just like the start, like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You start from nothing and you end as nothing. Kind of concept. So I guess that's a perfect metaphor for a relationship, is that it starts as nothing and then it ends to nothing, and then they have sort of just like, if it's a sin, then let me die. That's sort of all I guess sort of a little, it's a little sprinkles of like religion within there and that sort of concept. But I really liked it. I think it's really great. Again, also this love just got burned to nothing in the end after the breakup is sort of where the concept is. But I love the sound. I would say it's very like XDINARY Heroes. Like it definitely kind of like, I feel like Fire's like the most like in terms of like what is XDINARY Heroes sound, kind of just like them as a group without like other influences or them kind of tapping into other sounds and everything. I feel like Fire is, but then also Ashes to Ashes, it feels very much the sound that they've crafted for themselves as a group, you know, in terms of just in their music and their B-sides, what truly feels them. And I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, yes, I did. I feel like it's like my XDINARY Hero reactions, they might be boring because my face is just so like locked in, you know what I mean, without me like going crazy. But then I'm like, no, I really love their music like so much. Truly I do, as a group. So the next track we're gonna be checking out is Spoiler with 2 or 3 exclamation points. That is 3 exclamation points. All right. Yes, excited to be seeing, listening to what they're doing for Spoiler. So yes, you know what it like go. Oh, get those synths. Who's screaming? Are they actually doing it or is it digital? I don't know. Okay. The synths add an interesting element. Okay. It's another great one. It's another great one. The synths had such a cool element to it.
Take your time, you wanna play nice. No matter how you want, still I did make up my mind. You wanna take your time, and you wanna play it nice. No matter how you want, still I did make up my mind.
He just hooting and hollering, honestly. I also love how there's a for sure concept for the album. Like they're lovesick, I guess. Is like very present in all the concepts of the songs, which I'm living for. Joey's getting good. He's getting good with all the screams. I do hope he does practice safe vocal techniques, because, like, You can do screaming safely for your vocal cords, but when you start doing the high Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose type of thing, that like permanently damaged his vocal cords. Like, he can't even do that no more, so that's all I hope. But I like it. I think the synths add really cool elements to it. I feel like that's one of the more songs where it's more heavily present, because it's just not, it's present in quite a few of their tracks, but it's definitely much more at the forefront here, which is really, really cool to hear. I liked it. I think it's a great track. Again, hootin' and hollering, and I love it every time. I love it. And I think it's really, really good. And I do love how, again, this album has like such a concept that is very present in all of like the concepts for the tracks, because some albums it's like a sound that is a concept, but like I like this one because it's very much carrying through within like the lyrics and the concept of the song, and I think that's dope. I also think there is like a bit of a sound sort of crafted here with the B-sides. It feels like it sounds very much them, which I love again. But like, and again, this one has like the synths to it, which make it cool, but it still sounds very much like, you can definitely tell it comes from the same artist that did Ashes to Ashes, Fire, you know. Definitely maybe Lost and Found and ICU are the most different sounding, which is quite interesting because I feel like they very much diversified their B-sides, but maybe not for this one. But I'm liking what I'm hearing so far, and I love a concept. That one thing about me, I love a concept. But yes, so the next track we're gonna be checking out, Love, Tug of War. So yes, this is just very much, we're still within the same concepts we can expect. We'll definitely see if we're the same sound, but I love it what I'm hearing. I love to rock out, and the best thing about them is like their sound is so. Their sound, I just throw it in like my rock playlist, where like it's rock, it's mainly metal, but there is just like I don't really craft my playlist to have like a sound. I just craft them to where I'm just like, okay, all my rock, all my metal, all everything, all my classic rock, all my classic metal, is just like thrown into one playlist, and then I just sort of will shuffle it up and skip songs till I get to the vibe that I want, versus me crafting like, no, this is more like metal, here's like my 2000s rock metal alternative sort of stuff, here's my punk playlist, here's my heavy metal from the 80s played. Like, no, it's just all in one, and it's fun because then I don't know, but then I do just generally skip over till I find the songs that I want to listen to, but their music flows very nicely within that playlist, so I think it's cool. I think it's dope. I don't really ever see like metalheads check out XDINARY Heroes. It used to be very much like a thing of people checking out Dreamcatcher. And I kind of wish they would do XDINARY Heroes. I do, because I'm like, they have some really cool stuff that I think people would like, but I don't know if it's a turn off for people. Metalheads, very opinionated people. Anyways, Love, Tug of War, let's go. Oh, just kidding. Remember when I said different? Here we are. Or wasn't different? This one has a different vibe. But I also feel like this is their sound as well. It's a little more emo than heavier, which I love. The piano's the interesting element of this song. I was already thinking, I'm like, it's very Pierce the Veil. And then here they are. I feel like it is very much their sound, and again, a little bit more, they're more, I don't know if emo is the right word to say, but emo sound? Like, you could have, like, Lost and Found, there's some other ones. Night Before the End, yeah. Or like Little Things. Like those tracks. There's, I'm hearing the Pierce the Veil influence, I will say. Like, it's like, it's not taking over the song, but it's very much, it's kind of there. That song's very interesting because again, there's parts of it where I'm like, it's so Pierce the Veil, and it, like, the cool thing about it is it feels like very much they're more like newer stuff, but also they're like older stuff. So if you've never heard Pierce the Veil before and you like Tug of War, the sound, think about the sound but without the piano, then you would love Pierce the Veil. Let me tell you, girl. But I liked it. I think it's great. I feel like this definitely is kind of a little bit more within their sound. The piano, it's like such an interesting element to it. It almost, there's like this more kind of like brighter kind of sense of hope that it gives the track. You know, without it, it really wouldn't feel in that way, but there's just like hope, because it's just like the hope that maybe you're gonna get the girl back, you know, because it's just like, I'm the only one who truly like understands you, so I'm the only one in that sort of way. But I really liked it. I thought it was really, really cool. Again, it's interesting to hear the influences that they might take on, or sort of, you can definitely hear influences or like inspiration from like every crazy, but I love it. Personally, I love it. So I love Tug of War. I think it's really cool. I think it also kind of stays within like their sound for their kind of a little bit more of their kind of, I guess, again, more like emo or like slower stuff. What technically is like, I'm gonna look up an emo playlist on Spotify. I'm like, because I don't even know actual emo music. Oh, look at there. There's Pierce the Veil, My Chemical Romance. Yeah. Ask Alexandria is like more like screamo type stuff, but you know what I mean. A little bit more emo. I guess it's more like what the emos listen to, but I'm like, I don't know if like, what is emo as a genre? Let's Google. Let us Google emo music. Yeah, and I guess it would fit because it would be, because it says the Google AI says emo music is a subgenre of punk and alternative rock known for its deeply emotional, confessional lyrics about personal struggles, love, and angst. That's literally kind of what this album is. They just dropped like an emo concept album, but all the songs are very much emo sounding. It says like My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Jimmy Eat World. Yeah, you could probably throw like Pierce the Veil within there and stuff. Like, yeah, like Paramore, Weezer, Green Day, Blink-182. Oh no, that's pop punk influence. But like early to mid 2000s, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Dashboard Confessional, Jimmy Eat World, The E's, Taking Back Sunday. Yep. And then I guess, yeah, you could throw, I feel like, Pierce the Veil in there, but yeah, those are definitely the ones that I feel are very present here within the track, which is actually kind of cool. But then also I feel like maybe it is just an emo album. Maybe it is. But I really like that one. Or that's the, I guess, most emo sounding track. But yeah, so I really liked it. I loved it. I love Tug of War. Again, the piano adds like a really interesting element, and the way that the synths and spoiler add a really interesting element to it. Like, I don't know if I would really I don't know. I don't hear too much piano in like a rock song outside of like maybe a rock ballad, you know? So it's really, really cool to hear how they sort of, because they are a K-pop band, how they can take what like makes K-pop and the sort of experimentation and the genre changes and like the, I don't know, the way K-pop is K-pop, how they can really bring that to like rock and metal. I think it's cool. Anyways, last track on the album, Love Me to Death. I guess it'll be the quintessential song of the album. Sure, but I think overall the album's a little bit heavier, which I like to hear. I think it's really cool. Because I guess it is more emo, so we can lean heavier. Anyways, Love Me to Death, let's go. Well, here we are. Okay, we're cool. We can keep it going.
No doubt, you're
Maybe it is just the song that is the concept. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever said it. I love Jungsu's vocal tone. I die for it. Oh? I like this. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. That was a layered vocals. I couldn't figure out what was happening there. But Junhan, girl. I was like almost growling. I don't know, is this one my favorite song on the album? It might be. I'm sort of curious on why this one wasn't the title track, because it is so... to me, it seems like Love Me to Death would be the title track because I feel like it really encapsulates what the whole album is about in both like sound but also their concept. Like it truly, I'm like, this is literally the concept of the album because I mean the album's Love to Death, but Love Me to Death is literally the song that is the album, you know? So I'm curious why. I'm curious why it was, well, I can get why maybe I See You would be the promotional one because it has a lot more elements that are, I guess it just makes sense for like a promotional mainstream sort of standpoint because again they are a rock band, they are, but they're also a K-pop label, or they're under a K-pop label, and they still have those influences in there, and that's still kind of what makes them very different is the fact that they are from a K-pop label and that they are, I don't even know. Are they even in K-pop playlists? I don't even know. They're in mine, which is, but that's, again, you say it all the time, my playlists are a mess. So I guess that makes sense why, like, ICU would be, because it's, I guess, the most kind of K-pop as a concept song on the album. But I'm like, Love Me to Death is literally the album. Like, it literally is, and I really love it. I think it might be my favorite one. I think also it's just, like, also just kind of a straight-up emo album. Like, all of the songs here were so what was popular when I was like a freshman in high school. No cap. Like it literally is like that sort of 2010s, like very like the like 2010, that sort of like turn of the decade, not turn of the century, but the turn of the decade sort of stuff that was happening and the influences of the emo, you know, that everybody's the emo phase. It wasn't a phase, look at me now. But yeah, so I think it's really cool because, like, for me personally, it taps into, like, the music I was listening to when I was younger. So then again, it definitely, or the music that I also rediscovered later. So it definitely feels like, in a way, nostalgic and like maybe appreciation for that era, but also like really great execution of their concept that I feel like also just suits their concepts in general. So I'm not mad at it at all. I really loved it. I think it's a really great album. It definitely is much more narrow and specific within their sound. Again, it's like the pianos and then the synth that kind of create really interesting vibes, but other than that, it kind of is overall encapsulated with the specific sound that I feel like is XDINARY Heroes, but again has those influences from the emo bands of the Pierce the Veil, which is really, really cool. So I really like that. I do. I like it. I think it's a great concept. I also think it's really, and I think it's also one that is very popular within like rock and metal music. It's just like this sort of like toxic, angsty love. That's what it is. Angsty love. That's what I meant. That's what I was meant to say in the beginning. Their concept for it. So I think that's really cool, and I love how the concept was executed through every single song. Because it's like I love not only when they're just like a concept for like music and sound within like an album, but within like the lyrics and like the concept, you know, of the not only in like the album, but like throughout every single track. And I love that. So like really this is truly what I love, is when I can get, and rarely I feel like I get both. Rarely I feel like I get both. So it's really, really cool to get that here and to get that with, I feel like, them, because again I feel like they normally kind of explore and experiment a little bit more with the B-sides here, but it wasn't as heavy within that for this album. But I really loved it. It's truly like it's given me everything that I crave from like, again, an album having like a concept within their sound, but also within lyrics and concepts of the songs in general. And it was executed throughout every single one, and I really loved it. And it gave us really Love Me to Death is just like literally the epitome of the concept. If you want to show anybody the album, or if you want to show anybody XDINARY Heroes, I'd probably go Love Me to Death, honestly. I think that would be my go-to track. So yes, go and put your thoughts in the comments down below about XDINARY Heroes Love to Death. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and you want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, threads in the description down below or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erica. Currently playing Gosiote, so if you can join me over there for that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.